Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. His guys not doing too hot. Losers of 7 of their last 9. On the Cowboys side, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. You're right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick. 30-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see with the right arm of Dak Prescott.
If you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, they're aggressive on that one.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from there.
Just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive is a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A strong, determined. They'll start on the ground with Spears. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Prescott. Now he'll tuck it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Number one, to understand where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the run.
Plays 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The ball game had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
He was defended by
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to
Keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Calvin Ridley, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.